you all landed on the island of Jurassor. You made your way through the sirens unscathed. You covered your ears very intelligently, stopped yourselves from being hypnotized by the sirens near the shore, didn't get your boat crashed into the sharp rocks. You had good plans for all that. You did a good job swatting them away with your oars of your lifeboat. You swatted them away so they couldn't get to you, and you landed on the island. From there, you did a little bit of survival checking and perception checking to kind of find your way through the jungles of Jurassor. You narrowly avoided an encounter with a large dinosaur that was eating just the locals. So you narrowly avoided that with Crocus's help. Crocus was able to kind of guide you through that area with her knowledge of nature. And you found your way into an encounter with 2 Yuanti. Yuanti are like snake people. They have the bottom half of their body is a big snake, and the top half of their body is humanoid. These Yuanti are what you would call monstrous Yuanti, so they have more snake features than human features. They're mostly snake. They're much more animal-like than, for example, Shisa. Shisa is also a Yuanti, but she has more humanoid features on her top half. She still has the bottom half of a snake, but more humanoid features. So they were very judgmental when they first found you, and they didn't speak almost any common at all. So Shisa had to do all of the translating. So back and forth you discussed, and you were able to convince them, Shisa, that Fergus and Leon were the sons of Lytropius, the god that they worship. So, yes? Colin, you got something to ask? Saw your mouth.
No, it's just...
Okay. All right.
Chilling.
So, with that, you made your way to the village of the Yuanti. They led you there and introduced you to the elder, who tested you a few different ways. And you guys all passed the test, specifically Fergus doing a good job convincing everybody with your water powers. Speaking of which, Colin, you should know that Leon has the ability to kind of water bend to a pretty high degree now because your powers have evolved. So you and Fergus can both create weapons out of water, so you'll never be out of, you'll never not have a weapon as long as there's water around. So Fergus made a spear. You could make a battle axe, any sized weapon, as long as it's something that Leon or Fergus could hold. You can make those weapons out of water, as well as you can form it into different shapes. And you're basically like a high level water bender at this point, including turning like water into ice and things like that. So your powers have evolved as you've gotten closer to Dad. The villagers also showed you the cave that you were looking for, which has been locked and sealed for many years. The cave is like the big base of a mountain, and that mountain is in the shape of a skull. So to get into the cave where your dad is located, you need to go into the mouth of this skull cave, kind of like the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin. But it's been locked up because, as the Yuanti told you, there is a evil Yuanti inside that has been locked in there for many, many years. And he wanted to use the power of the Trident as well as his own powers to resurrect many of the Yuanti inside of this cave. This is where they buried their dead. So where they buried their dead now has been, with this necromancer inside, has been kind of raising hell inside there, but has been locked inside, unable to escape. And they're going to open it for the first time in many, many years for you, so that you all can go in and retrieve that Trident. They made Shisa promise to bring the Trident back someday. They believed you when you said you would bring it back. It is their most sacred item, but they haven't been able to get to it in many years, so they're giving you a chance to go in and do it. The elder Yuanti is forming somewhat of a relationship with Shisa in terms of almost like a grandpa-granddaughter kind of relationship. He's warming up to you, even though he sees you as this ugly creature, Shisa. He sees you as this disgusting, ugly creature, but he is coming to like you as, as you guys have learned, Yuanti have a different way of looking at beauty. Beauty for them is the more monstrous and snake-like you look, the more beautiful you are. The more humanized you look, like Shisa, you are considered uglier in their situation. The comedy of that situation being, I don't know if we talked about this last time, but the comedy of that situation is Shisa is absolutely gorgeous. For all intents and purposes. anyone looking at Shisa would see that, but the Yuanti, they see it a little differently because of the way that their culture is. So they were pretty skeptical of you all, but you've all gained their trust and you've rested up. So everyone go ahead and long rest if you haven't already on your character sheet. Everybody long rest up at the top, please. Hit the long rest button, refresh all of your skills, your spells, your abilities. Everything should be rested up because you're going to need it today. This is what you would consider a deadly encounter. So this is going to be a climactic encounter for the story. Shisa, you've been given a key that looks like a trident, which should let you into the main area of the temple. The only knowledge you have is that inside this temple, there is supposedly a necromancer that has been in there for many years. At this point, probably dead by its own right, but he's a necromancer, so you're not sure if he has abilities to keep himself alive. You know that his goal was to raise up the dead of this temple and then use them to take over the jungle, and they locked him away before he could do that. So you're not sure how many undead Yuanti are in here, but it's probably numerous.
Whew.
All right. That's all you know. So,
okay.
Before we get into the session, does anyone have any questions about the last session or questions about their characters or anything that you want to do to prep before you go in to the temple, before it's open for you?
So it's not open right now?
It's not open right now. They are waiting to open it in case that there is an army of Yuanti behind the door.
Is my snake still awake?
It is.
Sweet. Okay. Good.
Somebody remind me in chat that I need to change the overlay. It should be changed in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and refresh there. Anyone in the chat that wants the overlay of the characters and their abilities and things should be refreshed.
Can I ask them to open the door a crack and like wear my invisibility thing and like go in and scout it out?
You are going to have a hard time asking them anything, but if you would like Shisa to translate for you.
Yeah. Can you translate for me, Bestie? Because remember, I still have this invisibility necklace that we haven't used for a while, so we could... you know?
I'll turn to the people and I go, okay, we're going to do a little bit of an unconventional plan, but this is what we normally do. We're going to send in our friend who has an invisibility necklace, and we're going to have him scope out the place just to see if the entrance is full of, dangers or not. And then we'll head in after him once he comes out and reports to us. Is that all right?
All right. Roll me a persuasion check, please, with advantage. So roll twice, take the higher number, please. Well, 2 17s. All right. So with that persuasion check, the elder kind of nods his head, looks at Fergus, kind of raises an eyebrow. His little snake tongue comes out in curiosity, and he tilts his head as he looks at Fergus. He looks back at you, Shisa, and then to the crowd, who's all murmuring back and forth. You hear a few people in the crowd. No, there's no way that'll work. No, that's a stupid plan. No way, no way. And they're just making, snide remarks. As you know, the people of the town, they don't like the idea because first of all, they don't know you, and second of all, if this goes wrong, they're all gonna die. So they're all very, backseat gaming you right now. They're like, no, you should have the big guy go first. And one of them points to Leon, and then someone says, no, the big girl, let the big girl go first. And they point to Crocus, and they're back and forth. They're arguing about what the best way to approach this is because they don't all want to die.
While they're all arguing, I just put the necklace on and just disappear.
And then the whole crowd just goes silent. Everyone goes silent. Everyone just looks at each other. One of them goes, okay, maybe it's not a bad plan. It's a pretty good plan. And they're kind of back and forth. And the elder nods his head as two of the large Yuanti, the big green one from earlier and another Yuanti, they put these large wooden stakes into the door, into these holes in the door. And then they begin to pull on the door as you hear this cracking and crunching of the stone start to open. And you can already, Fergus, as you're at the kind of the crack of the temple, as the door's opening, you can smell the scent of death just waft into your nose. That scent of decaying bodies as the door starts to open up. But surprisingly, There are no creatures to greet you. It is pitch dark inside. As you crack the door open, you don't sense any creatures immediately in front of you. Go ahead and roll me a perception check with advantage, Fergus. So roll twice, take the higher number.
I have the cave stuff, don't I? Cave vision or whatever it's called.
All right. As you look in the door, what you see is a smoothed out temple opening. You can see colors across the floor. Seems like in the symbols of like red snakes going inward into the temple. There's a small stairwell that descends downward into the darkness. And that's all you really see. It seems like it goes downward. Just a staircase with these red snake symbols going downward. As you look around, the crowd is waiting on holded breath. They're all waiting as the door is cracked. The rest of the party, anyone who's kind of looking into the crack a little bit too, can kind of see the same thing. It's pitch dark, just a stairway that goes down into the darkness.
So I guess I'm just gonna head towards the stairs to try and investigate like the snake symbols and see if I can like work anything out.
Okay, roll me an investigation check, again with advantage.
Oh.
Okay.
Not what we wanted.
So with a 10, they are painted symbols on the ground. For the most part, you don't see anything that stands out in this small entryway. They have not opened the door fully for you to enter in yet. So it's just cracked at the moment. Even you wouldn't be able to fit in yet.
Can I speak when I'm invisible, yeah?
You can.
Okay, so can I, like, memorize the symbols and go out and then say them to Jinx and see if she can translate them for me?
In this particular case, they don't seem like words, just pictures.
Just symbols, okay. Yep.
Just the symbols of snakes going downward into the...
And there's nothing else around. It's literally just like a cave with a staircase, correct?
Yep, correct. You see some sconces, which is where you would put a torch, but there's no torch in them.
And how long have I been invisible for?
Less than 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll go down the stairs.
So the door isn't quite open enough yet. You would need to tell Shisa to then translate to have them open the door further, because there's these big Yuanti that are holding the door open just at a crack like you told them. So you wouldn't even be able to fit in yet.
Oh, like I haven't gone into the cave?
No, you're just outside of it right now.
Oh, I thought I was in the cave.
Nope.
Okay, then yeah, I'll turn around to Shisa and ask for the cave to be opened. Just enough for me to fit in.
All right. So Shisa, do you translate that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn to them and say, if you guys could please just open the door just a little teensy bit more so my friend can fit inside and we can really get in there and check things out. I promise you, he's really stealthy.
The green one nods his head, the one who you've been working with this whole time and who you really have kind of, come to like back and forth. This big green one who met you first, he pulls on his handle, his wooden stake, and the door scrapes open more. Fergus, the door is open enough for you to just slip by if you suck in.
Thank you.
All right. So, he squeezed into the doorway. And again, that stench really does hit you. But you're inside the door at the top of the steps. There's a stairway that goes down. It goes down pretty deep.
I'm gonna proceed carefully because obviously we're in a cave. I imagine it's damp and it's slippery and.
Yep.
But this is my home turf, so.
So the stairs are really nicely molded. Everything is very smooth stone inside here, almost marble. As you head down into the main chamber, roll me a stealth check with advantage, please.
Oh, please! I'm begging you, stealth.
Okay. 17. Let me roll for anyone that might be down here.
That's too many rolls. How many people are down there?
No!
I'm fucking dead.
Wait.
So as you reach the bottom of the steps, there are two sconces on the wall to your left and to your right. They have torches in them. And then right in front of those sconces, like a little bit further, like five more feet, there are openings that like seem to split off in different directions. And then the room actually goes further deep as well. So as soon as you get to the bottom of the steps, there's like a path to your left, a path to your right, or you can continue forward and you see that there's another path to your left and another path to your right. Or you can keep going forward even more. So basically you've got like a bunch of different pathways that go off to your left and to your right.
Can I investigate the two? Because this is my first crossing. Can I investigate the whole cross portion, I guess?
Yeah. Roll me investigation checks with advantage.
So this is for the left cave.
Okay.
This is for the right cave.
Okay, 17 and 14. Okay.
And then this is for in front of me.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So with these rolls, you're going to kind of get the same thing. So again, this smooth marbled floor is covered in dust, and it has these red streaks that show you kind of the pathway down each tunnel. They're really nicely painted red streaks. One goes forward, one goes to the left, one goes to the right. They're kind of like little, almost like painted pathways on the ground. And as you walk into the corner of each of these pathways to kind of listen and hear what's down each one of them, you hear nothing. It's silent.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Remember, this place has been closed off for almost 100 years. Probably around 80 years. So, any creature that's down here is probably not thinking that it's getting out anytime soon. So right now, what I'm telling you is your stealth check has succeeded. No creature seems to have noticed you. But you can tell that there are some down here. It's that feeling of somebody watching you. You got that feeling that there's someone else in the room. But they don't seem to have noticed you. And they don't seem to have even thought that somebody would even dare to open the temple at this point. So you have them by surprise at the moment. But you're alone. You don't see any creatures.
How long have I been invisible? 20 minutes?
At this point, 10 minutes.
Okay.
The stairway is not too far down. It doesn't go too deep, so that stairway didn't take you long to travel down.
I'm gonna go forwards to the next intersection then.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, I'm gonna do the investigation.
Okay. This one will be a little different, so go ahead and roll me investigation checks. 18.
So again, that was for the left. This will be for the right.
Okay, good.
And then this will be in front.
All right.
Whoa!
Not bad.
Take those rolls.
You're doing great. All right. So this is with a +0, by the way. So, wow. To your left, you see down this pathway. It's a much shorter pathway that doesn't curve like the other ones you looked at. The other one's kind of curved in a direction one way or the other. But these ones are straight, and they end in a little room with 2 big coffins in them. And between the 2 coffins, you see a creature slightly moving back and forth. It has a large orange tail with flesh kind of peeling off of it. And it's holding 2 large scimitars, but it's facing away from you to an altar that's at the very back of these tiny rooms. So there are 2 big coffins and like an orange, kind of orange-skinned Yuanti with flesh peeling off of it, holding these curved swords, and it's facing away from you right now towards an altar.
And that's the back of the room.
That's the left pathway. The back of the room of the left pathway.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah. So is it safe to assume that my character knows, that Fergus knows, that the tunnels that peel off left or right, they're dead ends at the end of them, or do I not know that?
That would be a safe assumption.
Okay. So I know that on the left. What about the right? Or
same thing on the right.
Same thing on the right. And then in front of me?
In front of you, it seems to go a little further, but you can just very faintly see 2 more pathways to the left and right. And then in between those, a pathway forward that leads to a large closed door.
Okay.
much larger than any of the pathway entrances. It's like double the width of any of the pathway entrances. And it has this big door on it, but you'd have to go further to see what's on the door.
Okay, and what would we say now? 20 minutes?
Probably.
Okay, so as my last advancement, I guess, because I'll go forwards, that'll be another 10 minutes, so I would be coming re-visible as I get to the top of the stairs. So I'll go forwards one last time.
Okay.
And I'll do the triple investigation. So left.
Natural 20.
Oh my god. Right.
11.
And in
And
front.
the big door.
Aha!
All right. To the left, as you look around that pathway corner, it curves just like the first ones that you came to. And you can hear just the faint slithering of something in that direction with your natural 20. To the right, nothing of note, just a curved pathway. And then with your 4 forward, it's a large door with some symbols on it that you can't quite see in the darkness here. It's just can't make them out. It's like trying to read something in the dark. It's just straining your eyes. Not really able to tell.
Okay. I'm just gonna nope the hell out of there now and
All right.
and just make it back.
All right, you huff your way back and up the steps. Roll me another stealth check with advantage, please.
Mm-hmm.
22. You huff your way back up the steps and to the crack of the door, which you now hear the murmuring of the crowd. Everyone who's been outside, it's been about 20 minutes since you've heard from Fergus. What are you guys doing before Fergus comes back? I want to know kind of how you guys are thinking, what you're doing.
I'm gonna pee, back
during the 20 minutes that he's gone.
Oh my goodness, he's peeing while he's in the crypt? Come on now.
Just pissing in the maze.
Pisses on a dead person. Oh no. Gumbo.
Well,
I
think like... Yeah, you can go first.
Sorry, I'm just like standing outside, like just like playing what I can remember from back in my village, like what the traditional like Yuanti, like from my lyre, like what traditional Yuanti music sounds like to try and like calm them down and comfort them and distract them.
Okay, roll me a performance check.
There we go.
Okay. With a 10, the people some of them seem soothed, some of them are on edge. Leon, what are you doing?
I was gonna say I'm pretty on edge because I mean I've got, for lack of a better word, a lot of skin in the game on this one. I mean that's like, you know, I've knowingly allowed my brother to go into a very dangerous situation, and I kind of just can't do anything to help. But, and I will say, the traditional Yuanti music is not necessarily my forte.
Probably not.
It is certainly, like it's fine and good, but I'm definitely a little on edge, and it is not helping.
It does sound a little creepy.
But I understand it is well intentioned.
And then Crocus, is there anything in particular?
Down.
No, just kind of waiting for Fergus to come back out, I guess.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'll do a little role play with you guys while he's in the bathroom. So one of the guards, the big green one, he says to Shisa,
"What is taking so long?"
No, he's probably just taking his time to be extra quiet. He's really he really took it to heart when I told him to be careful and not to stir anything up just in case. He's really just scouting, not trying to be noticed by anything, so probably moving slowly.
Are you sure he's not dead?
Trust me, I'm sure he's not dead. He's a tough guy. We would hear something by now if there was something going on.
But he's tiny and small and weak.
That's actually his superpower in the cave. It's what makes him so good at maneuvering and hiding.
Then what about that one?
he points to Leon.
He's big like me.
It's not meant for caves, silly.
Still should have said him.
He would have made so
Wow.
much noise. You know what? You know he has hooves, right? They make clickety clackety noises on the
yes.
ground. They would have instantly known.
Hooves,
And then
yes.
while this conversation's happening, I come out of the cave, I rip the necklace off, and just appear in front of everybody.
Oh,
Hi!
Ooh. Hey, Fergus.
All right.
Hey!
Hi, bestie.
Hey, besties!
So as you appear, what do you say?
So I have some intel. I've been into the cave. The cave is big, very
Yeah.
big. The best way I can describe the cave, it's kind of like an underground church cave system, like maybe like a catacomb or something like that kind of vibe. And you go down these steps, and then it opens up into a big cavern, and there's other tunnels that like jet off the side, and then there's a big door at the back of the tunnel, but I was running out of time, so I couldn't investigate it properly. But I can see that there's rotting Yuanti, I think, at the end of every side tunnel. I only noticed it on 2 of the side tunnels, but I think it's a safe bet to assume there's something at the end of every tunnel, be it a Yuanti, be it another monster. There's probably something at the end of every side tunnel. And then there's a big cavern, and then another side tunnel, big cavern, side tunnels, big cavern, and then that door with symbols, but I couldn't see what the symbols said. So it's a pretty big adventure down there. There's not a whole lot of light, so we should probably take light with us. But if we want to be stealthy, maybe we don't take light, but I don't think many of us can see in the dark. I know I can, but I don't think the others can. So
I can see in the dark.
I think we'll have to take light for Crocus and Leon.
Yeah, I don't believe Leon can see, and I don't think furbolgs have dark vision either.
I might be able to see. Hold on.
It would be under your features and traits.
Beep, beep.
And then if you scroll all the way down to racial features, it would be under that, under features and traits on your.
Oh,
character
I think what I'm thinking of is something that was not actually on the Minotaur stuff, but was like proposed additions to it. Never mind.
Ah, okay.
Can't see. Blind as fuck, man. Oh,
So
God.
you know that there are sconches down there. They're like places like torches that you can grab, Fergus. So if you'd like that's an option.
But were
Otherwise,
they
if
lit?
someone has a light spell,
Were they lit or no?
they were not.
Okay.
Do
Do we have like a flint and steel or something? Does anyone have a flint and steel?
In your packs, you do.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, there's torches down there, besties, that we can use. But I think we should take reserve stuff in case those get blown out by whatever creatures might be down there.
All right.
Shisa, can you ask if they have any spare light sources that we can take down with us?
Yeah. I'm gonna turn to the guy that I first met, and I'm just gonna go, hey, do you guys happen to have any spare torches that we could use? Just 2 of my friends here, they can't see in the dark. Imagine.
You, go get them. Light sources, now.
And a few of the townsfolk run off and get some torches for you and bring them, one for each of you.
Thank you.
Shisa, how stealthy are you? What's your stealth multiplier?
Let me see. +3.
Okay. Crazy idea, but I want to hear what the group thinks. Shisa and I can see in the dark. I'm thinking we all go into the cave together and you guys wait at the top of the stairs. Me and Shisha go down and try and be stealthy and suss out what's going on. And then if you hear any commotion, you just come straight down and meet us. But if we can maybe try and take the first room stealthy between the 2 of us, I think the diversity that the 2 of us bring, we could at least take down a few enemies, and then that'll give you warning with the sound, and you guys can run down with the torches and come grab us.
Okay.
I don't have any
You don't have
issues
to.
with
You
that.
don't have to agree to that. That's just my battle plan.
I mean, it works. In case
Better
there
than
is
no
something
plan.
like crazy down there, we'll be a little more prepared.
Yeah.
Victor also pipes up. He says, "I can go with you as well. I'm very stealthy."
Can you see in the dark, Victor?
I can.
You can?
He's an elf.
Bye, Bed.
Oh, then great. We're bringing Victor with us. Yeah. That strengthens the argument even more. How stealthy is Victor? Do you know, roughly?
Victor has a +5 stealth modifier.
Victor, you're in.
My man.
Oh.
So as long as Leon and Crocus are okay with that, I suggest the three of us go down initially, and you guys just be poised at the top of the stairs. If you hear anything, any hesitation, like even if you feel, if you feel something weird, even if you don't hear anything, if you just feel weird, just run down and find us.
Okay.
All right, so Crocus and Leon, you light your torches and just stand at the top of the steps. Fergus, Shisa, and Victor, you start to descend down the steps into the darkness, away from the light of the torches.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll over everybody to roll 20, please.
Roll 20.
Oh yeah, so it's like slash.
It should have seen change. Ooh. Ooh.
Why is it
Should load
black?
here.
I'm cracked off
It's
my
still
dome.
loading. It's
Oh wait,
still
does it
loading.
load?
It
Does
should
it
be
load
loading.
as time goes? Like when we move, it loads.
Yes.
Oh
All right.
That's
Wait, what are we
so
doing?
Cool.
It's
So if you
scroll
look at
out,
roll
we're the
20
bottom
Oh,
of
it
the
loaded
map.
for me now too.
Oh, so that's. Oh.
So yeah, zoom out.
So we
Oh.
have to
Scroll
like,
down.
investigate to unlock the map, basically.
Mm-hmm. Also, I just rolled a d20 just for giggles because I totally misunderstood the question and
And you got a nat 20.
got a 20.
Oh, wasted. No, we can use that. We'll use that for whatever your next D20 roll is.
No, that's way overpowered.
Yeah, no, that's overpowered. Done. Yeah.
It's
Well,
one
it would have
time as
been
long as
what
you
would
don't
have
do it again. I
happened
don't
if you
care.
didn't roll. So not really.
All right.
Okay.
So, with that said, let me fix my roll 20 thing here real quick because I have it showing your like little pictures and I don't like that. So give me 1 second. Uno momento as I ruin the moment and fix this thing.
I'm like low key actually nervous, IRL.
Don't be scared, bestie. Don't be scared, bestie. It's okay, bestie.
Hey, you're meant to be staying quiet at the top of those stairs.
All right, here we go. So, let me make sure. Can you guys move your tokens? Check and like click on your token and see if you can move it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
That's so sick.
So, starting off, these are the first intersections that you found and the bottom of the steps that you can see. What would you like to do, Fergus?
Didn't I get some do I not get some investigation intel or no?
From these
'Cause
two
I got it.
passageways, you know that they go off into a turn.
But that's it.
That's all you know.
Just out of sheer curiosity, can you see the full map and like you can see what's hidden for us and you're revealing it? Just out
Yes.
of sheer technical curiosity. Okay, that's so fucking sick. That's actually so sick. Anyway, sorry. Back in the game. Okay.
You know
Victor.
that there are a couple paths in front of you.
Okay.
So you know these ones have the enemy down them that you saw, and they're much shorter pathways.
Okay.
Monka ass.
I think Shista, what do you want to do? Should we investigate behind us first, just in case? Because my fear is, I'm whispering when I say this, by the way. I'm only speaking so the mic can hear me, but my fear is if we were to progress further into the cave, something might come out of these tunnels and backstab us. So I think we should clear behind us before we progress forwards. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess that's pretty smart, as long as they don't lead too far out.
Agreed. So I think all three of us should go, Victor. What do you think?
Victor, he nods his head and he says, "I'll follow you to the end of the earth."
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move to the end of the tunnel here, and then I'm gonna do an investigation check to see what's further down the tunnel.
All right, roll me a stealth check. I need Shisa to roll me a stealth check, and I need Victor to roll me a stealth check.
With or without advantage?
You are not invisible anymore, so just a regular stealth check.
Okay.
Victor rolled a 20, not a natural 20. He rolled a 15 plus 5. We got Shisa with a 14 and Fergus with an 18. All right. Now, Fergus, roll me a perception or investigation, I guess, if that's what you want. You can do perception or investigation.
Yeah, I'll do perception. Nice. Sorry.
All right. So with that...
Oh.
You see a creature at the end of this hallway. It's... Hold on, let me scroll for the audience. There we go. All right, so it's again has this rotting flesh and bandages covering its face. These sharp teeth kind of poke out from underneath the bandages that wrap its face. And if you all saw my Twitter post for the show, my Twitter announcement for the show, it's that picture. It's that Yuanti. It's got wrappings all around its body. It's kind of like a mummy. It doesn't seem to notice you as it's facing away and facing an altar.
I've just looked at the full res image. What the fuck?
So that's on Twitter if you guys want to see it.
Look at the
What?
Look at Commander's tweet. He's tagged us in it. What? It was about an hour ago. What the fuck?
No, yeah, it's spooky as fuck. I hate snakes. Real shit. It ain't personal. I get really grossed out by snakes.
I love snakes.
I had a traumatic childhood experience with a snake.
Yeah, well, I fucking hate minotaurs.
Hey, now.
The girls are fighting!
All right.
Okay. So, okay. Do we have unlimited movement until we're in battle?
Yes.
Okay.
Monk
So I'll walk back over to the guys. Be like, there's a big fucking thing. There's a big fucking thing standing beside an altar. What was it? Yuanti. There's a big Yuanti standing behind the altar. I think we should investigate the other tunnel and see what is down there as well. And then we'll see what happens. Shisa, you can investigate the other tunnel if you want, bestie.
Yeah.
All right, Shisa, give me a stealth check if you want to do it. Otherwise, you can make Fergus do it. Or Victor.
I mean, I'm happy to carry on if we don't want to risk the start. Oh.
Okay. So she says you stealth over. Go ahead and put yourself in the corner right here. Somewhere around here. So we can have you right here, like this, the next spot over, if you want to peek around that corner instead. All right,
Yes, I'm peeking.
Give me an investigation check. All right, so with a 7, you see a similar sight, but as you peek your head around the corner, your hand is kind of on the wall of the passageway here, and it just kind of slides down the side of the wall, and as it does, a chunk of the marble kind of catches your hand and just falls off the wall because it's so old and crashes to the ground with a clatter. And as it does, this Yuanti creature whips around from its altar and pulls its sword out and starts slithering in your direction.
A bit.
Doesn't say anything, it just starts slithering in your direction.
Okay. Wait, slow down. Let's react. Take it back to the altar.
It's like here. It's like here at the time it whips around and starts.
And I like, Shisa, Victor, quickly, let's go. And I like go up to this tunnel and I like motion to the guys to follow me. And then I do a quick perception check. Poggers,
right.
What's in the tunnel?
You want to know what's in this tunnel over here?
I want to know what's in the tunnel. I've done a perception check.
All right, this
I
tunnel.
kind of wanted to do something to like make the Yuanti like think it wasn't
We can still do that.
Okay, yeah.
We can still do that.
Yeah, take over. Yeah, you can still do it.
Yeah, I wanted to have my snake just come out of the corner.
Okay. Roll me. I'm gonna roll.
Is it animal handling?
You wouldn't need to do that. It's your familiar. It just follows your directions. You don't need to animal handle it.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna direct it to like start slithering towards it really fastly. Just like go past it like it's like just a snake.
You understand
that
it's the
was there
death
or
sentence
whatever.
for your snake?
That's fine.
Okay. So it hops off your belt
that snake.
and slithers forward to the into the pathway as the Yuanti looks down at it and with no emotion takes his sword and stabs it through the head of the snake.
What the fuck,
The snake stops wriggling. Your zombie snake just kind of lays there and
That's
then
messed up.
disappears into a cloud of ash. And as it does, the Yuanti goes back to its altar.
Can I
Nice.
still get my perception check on the tunnel?
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
All right. This is a much larger Yuanti, about Leon's size, with two large scimitars, holding two large scimitars, and doesn't seem to notice you. Doesn't seem to have heard the marble crash either.
Huh. Meanwhile, upstairs, Leon, what do you think they're doing? What do you think's going on down there?
Shit's crazy, right? What do you think's going on?
So I walk over to the group again. And I'm like, guys, what do you think we should do? There's another larger Yuanti down that tunnel I just checked and motioned to us to go down. I'm very grateful that Shisa stepped in and distracted that Yuanti because we'd probably be fucked. Thank you, Shisa. I'm sorry.
No worries.
What do we do?
Okay, maybe we should just go forward.
Shh. Okay. Should we investigate the tunnels as we go?
Can I move back with the group, like
Mhm.
over here,
Yep.
back from behind the wall?
Yep.
Okay. I was thinking like we could check over here.
Okay. As you go up that direction, we're going to need another stealth check from everyone.
Well, it's only a matter of time.
From the three that are down here. The two of you up there are being very, very stealthy because they don't know about you.
I'm gonna start like tap dancing.
Just start screaming, "Hey! How's it
Hey
going?"
guys, what are you doing?
The door's open.
What do you see?
All right, so stealth check, we got 17 from Fergus, a 12 from Shisa, and a 15 from Victor. Victor readies his bow as you head in this direction. And the other pathway is a mirrored, identical pathway.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Forward. More breaks. And a large hall that goes upward to the door that you remember.
Okay.
Shisa, you can move your token up next to Fergus, and I'll follow it with Victor here. He points his bow down the hallway that he's looking down over in the direction of this Yuanti. But doesn't fire, just points his bow, waiting for something bad to happen.
I think we just keep on investigating. I think the more info, if you agree, Shisa, I think the more info we get, the better.
Did you see anybody near the door?
I didn't see anyone near the door. But we're looking at a mirror image right now, so maybe there's another two Yuanti down the path, left and right. And then I don't know what could be in front of us. I guess the door,
Yeah.
I don't know. maybe a boss. I don't know. Maybe we avoid the door until we have the whole party.
Well, do you think we could stealthily get the party across with these people standing on the sides of us?
My worry is if there's a loud noise in the main catacomb that these guys will come out and attack us from behind.
Well, I think if there's a loud noise, they would know to run in.
Wait, so
Right?
so do you want to go and get Leon and Crocus?
I mean, if you want to, but I think we would be more likely to like make noise and get discovered if we went to go get them right now. And
Yeah.
that they would probably have the sense to like run in after us if they heard a big commotion.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to go forwards, or do you want to investigate the left and the right tunnel first and then go into the door room?
Like you said, I think it's pretty no-brainer thinking that probably there are enemies at the end of the branching hallway, so we should just continue on forward and try and do perception and not get noticed.
Let's do it. I trust you, let's do
All
it.
right. Go ahead and roll me investigation or perception, your choices.
Oof.
Okay.
What a victory roll.
Now, stealth checks, please, as I'm assuming you're each going to, like, Shisa over here, Fergus over here.
Well, we're going forwards, we're going straight ahead to the
You're going
door
straight
room,
ahead to
we're
the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can move yourselves up that way. So you're not investigating the other paths, yeah?
No, we're playing under the assumption that it's a mirror image.
All right. You come to the door. Shisa, as you look up to the door, what you see is the shape of a large trident split down the middle by the doorway opening itself. So it's two big doors that come together in the middle, and in the middle is a big trident that's kind of, cut down the middle by that door crease, the opening. And it's shut. It's a large stone door. Looks like it's made of marble, actually. And there is a tiny spot in the middle for you to put the trident key.
Do we have the key?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I was given the key, but I don't know if the key is going to trigger anything, is what I'm worried about.
Yeah. I think also I should probably turn the key because I'm a demigod of the sea. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but it might.
What is that supposed to mean?
Means my dad might be behind this door.
My dad could beat up your dad, so I'm just saying.
I don't know
okay,
if
that's
it will make a
fine. I don't
difference,
have any
but-
qualms about who turns the key. That's fine. I just have one question. Can we just like listen on the other side of the door, or like investigate the
Sure.
door to see if it's like gonna do some?
Yeah. Roll me
Just,
perception
like,
checks.
get down to the floor, just like listening under the crack.
just see if you can see anything underneath.
Yeah.
Did you want to do a perception, Shisa?
She did investigation. And
I
that's
did
16.
investigation.
It would be perception to listen.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's like that trend on TikTok where it's like your homie's naked, they shove the phone under. It's like.
All right. So with a perception of 15, Fergus, you don't hear much with a 6, but Shisa with a 15, as you listen to the marble door and kind of put your ear up to it, first thing that you hear immediately is the beating heart of Fergus next to you. Just that thump 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 thump.
I'm gonna turn to him and I'm gonna go, calm down. I can hear your heart.
And then I'm gonna use my cold-blooded kobold powers to just like.
Slow it down. Meditate for a second. And as you do that, Shisa, you're able to hear on the other side of the door a writhing.
That's what good.
I hate you.
Sounds like some good spaghetti.
Yeah.
Good soup.
Mm-hmm. So that's what you hear. It's good soup.
Oh fuck!
Damn,
What do we
do you think it's like a snake pit? Sounds scary as fuck.
How long are you listening
There's a lot
for?
of
This
snakes.
changes what you hear. How long are you listening for?
24
I'm gonna
hours.
listen for like 30 seconds.
Okay, before we get into that, Crocus and Leon, are you just following orders like good kids, or what are you guys doing? You can do what you want. Don't forget, you don't have to listen to them if you don't want to. They've been down there for about
I forget.
You're a bad influence.
12 minutes.
Don't metagame as well. Like, remember, you guys don't
Right.
know what we're up to.
Right, and right now,
Right.
you, in fact, you know that they're not in danger, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not currently in battle, is what I mean. So, you don't hear any noises coming from the depths. That smell of death is really hitting you, and so I want to know what Leon and Crocus would be doing. Would you just be standing there with the torches? Would you be talking to each other? Do you want to have a conversation, or would you just be waiting silently, trying to listen for any commotion?
I mean, base level, I think I definitely would be like very diligent in my duty of holding this torch.
Okay.
Because it's like it's an important job.
Okay.
I definitely would not be silent though, or at least I'd be a little quieter, but I'd definitely be a little talkative.
Okay.
Although I don't know. The tricky thing is I don't know if there's much to necessarily talk about. You know, like,
that weather.
you know what I mean? Like
I don't
we're
know.
kind of just
Yeah.
waiting.
It's okay. If
The
Crocus
problem
or
is,
Leon,
like,
if you have anything you want to say to each other, why don't we do that real quick so that we have that time? Because, you know, this is a good chance. If you two want to roleplay, this is a good chance to do it because your characters aren't doing anything, like, super important at the moment. So it would be a good time if you wanted to roleplay, but you don't have to. If you have something you wanted to say to each other or something you want to mention to each other, you're kind of, you know, you're kind of siblings. You're kind of still getting to know each other. You haven't known each other that long. You've really only known each other for about a week. I know it feels like it's been a long time, but your characters have really only known each other for about a week.
Oh shit.
That's true. Yeah, I guess we do forget that.
Yeah, I know it's because it takes so long to get through, but yeah.
Oh,
So, anything you want to say before we get into? Because I'm just telling you, as soon as this door gets opened, is when like the real dungeon opens up.
Right. It's
I'll
kind
help
of
us
like, do you think they'd be even really like say anything if they were in trouble? Like, I don't know.
Okay, so that's something I had not stopped and thought about.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, I guess if they are in danger, would we know?
Would we be able to know? That's the thing. That's the problem. That's what I've been thinking this entire time. Like,
I mean,
if they say anything, then battle will initiate. But
right, and we have no idea like the layout of what's down there, I guess. So like
Right.
for all we know, they could be far. Yeah, this is kind of a big hole in the plan, isn't it? So do you want to go? Fuck. Do you want to go scope it out?
dude.
Or is that like not what we're supposed to do?
Well,
it's
that's
definitely-
what we're not supposed to do right now.
That is definitely not what we're supposed to do. But like,
but it's definitely something we're concerned about.
right, it's something we're thinking about. So the problem is like, if we just don't do anything, then they could
friends might
just
be in trouble.
die down
Right.
there, and we would not
Right.
know, and then we would feel pretty stupid a few hours later, having let all of this happen. So
Yeah, because we wouldn't be able to communicate with the people outside either. Like, if they were dead, like it would just be like, oh no, and then
And
we'd be
maybe-
fucked.
and maybe this is like mildly irresponsible to suggest, but like, what is the worst that could happen if we were to go down? If we're being I mean I don't mean that as like a haha silly suggestion. I mean like no, like honestly, like we're both very capable.
It's true. Well, what if we like stood at the bottom of the stairwell?
So you're saying
And-
we're gonna bend in our post and we're gonna move about 30 feet down the steps is what you're saying.
That's
Well,
about how
that's
far the
not what
steps
you
go.
were saying.
That's about how far the steps go.
We're gonna take a couple steps down the steps and just be like, "This is good. This is great." Because listen, if we're going to do the irresponsible thing, which is irresponsible,
That is really irresponsible. Yeah.
we can't like, dip our toes in the water. We either gotta stay here or we gotta commit. And listen, I am not the one to be like, we should do the irresponsible thing, because I'm normally I'm very by the book, by the letter, but like, I genuinely don't know what the right thing to do is here, and I'm kind of freaking out if we're being real.
Leon, do you think we're gonna get yelled at if we go down?
Do you think? Fuck. Well, I'm not worried about Fergus, because
You take him in a fight.
he can deal. I am definitely afraid of Shisa though. If
Oh,
I'm being
God.
honest.
I feel like Victor would yell at us too. I don't think I can emotionally handle that right now.
Okay, you might not be able to, but I think Victor can shove it. Not that he's so it's fine. I'm like, really, it's just, are we okay with being chewed out by Shisa?
Oh shit, are we okay with getting in trouble? Is what? Because we could fuck this whole thing up. I don't know about you, but my hooves sound. They're loud, dude.
believe me, my
You both
hooves-
have hooves. But that's
You're
not
like,
I will say, as your DM, it's not going to give you disadvantage on your stealth to go down. You can still
it
be
just
quiet.
probably won't help.
It's not going to help, but it's not going to hurt.
Okay. So
We're tough, right? We can handle whatever's down there, right?
I mean, I think we can. Do you think we can?
I think we can.
That instills a great deal of confidence. I totally believe that. Okay.
You taking any
Listen.
actions?
I will say this. I'm
Okay.
down if you're down, but if you're not down, I'm not down.
You're down if I'm down, but you're not down if I'm not down.
Right.
Right.
So what I'm telling you is I'm going to do it either way. If you're not
But I'm
down,
gonna-
I'm not down with that, and I'm going down
Right.
the stairs. Into the pit.
But
I think I made up my mind. I'm going in.
anyways.
Leon's
Or you
walking
can
down the
say-
steps.
I
Or
mean,
you can clip clop. Look, either way, one of us is clip clopping down these
whatever,
stairs.
both of us
So-
can either way, it's clip clop central.
That's what I'm saying. So no matter what, we're gonna make a lot of noise. Therefore,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying?
Okay, so therefore we're gonna do it.
I think we're gonna do it.
Roll me
Yeah,
stealth
we're
checks.
gonna do it.
Come on, baby. This is the moment.
Just a straight up stealth check.
Oh shit. All right, you
I
know.
hate you guys.
How is it possible? It does not get any better than that.
How the fuck did this happen?
So wait, did we both just critically miss?
Yes.
Yes.
Did we both
critical
just roll one?
failure. Yes.
Just like clip clop.
Oh my god.
There is not a single problem with this plan, as I see it.
The
Not a
odds
single
of
brain
that
cell to be concerned.
are so low. Oh my god. Holy shit.
No.
was meant to be.
Oh my god. That's going on the TikTok.
We're not just
Three's a good
clip-clopping.
number. I
going on
love
TikTok.
the number 3. We're fucking stomping. We're tumbling. We're like one of us has
We
pushed
just-
the other down the stairs
Does-
at this point.
Did we just fall down the stairs, Commander?
We both tripped. There wasn't enough room.
We
Just
both gotta
face
take the first step and immediately.
flops.
Okay.
We're
So-
fucking idiots.
Ross,
my
you're
God.
muted, Ross.
Hi. Okay. So while this is all happening, if this is the door, you guys are Shisa, right? I just look over and I'm like,
You hear us coming.
So I'm gonna say I think it's funnier if the nat ones like translate to this. So as you guys are walking down the steps, you're arguing about whether or not this is a good idea. So but you don't realize how close you are to the bottom of the steps. Leon, as you step onto the flat way that you guys are currently on the map right now, if you look on Roll20, your tokens are there now. As you step onto the flat way, you see the back of Victor as you're saying to Crocus, I don't think this is this is a great idea. I'm doing it anyway. Like, you step onto the pathway as it echoes throughout the chamber, and you see Fergus and Shisa just with your dim light from your torches. You see them like look back at you from the door that they're standing at. And I need all of you to roll initiative.
This is.
Oh, music
Go
changed.
through. Hey, I got some kind of error message.
We all have to roll initiative.
Yeah, it did go through.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes, everybody roll initiative.
Dude, we all just get 8?
Where is initiative?
It is right next to your armored class.
Yeah, I got it. My rolls do be kind of on crack today.
True. All right, so it's gonna be Fergus, Shisa, Crocus, Leon. Victor got a 17, so he's gonna go right after Fergus. And then... Okay. Fergus, you actually are first in the initiative order. Now, you don't see any enemies, but you can hear them as they are coming down the halls in every direction.
They don't know we're here. They only know they're there, right? So I'm going to grab Victor and pull him back into the hallway.
Okay. I'll allow it.
And I'm just going to... I'm just going to, like, tap Shisa and Victor and just be like... Shh.
All right. So you're going to kind of silence your party that doesn't seem to be noticed yet.
Yes. And just be like, guys, there's no way they know we're here. Like, shh. And then...
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Hello over there.
Hey, over there by the door in front of us.
You besties.
Hey guys, over there in this very specific location, 9 spaces above us.
Okay,
all right.
Let's counter these idiots then.
No, they're not doing that. They're not doing that.
No, we didn't.
Our friends' exact coordinates are.
No, but to preempt in case they've done that, because I'm thinking, well, they've just walked down the stairs blethering. I signal over to them like.
I just looked at Leon.
And because obviously me and Leon have the brotherly connection, he understands that I'm playing the stealthy game, and I'm telling Leon to attract all the attention.
All right, Leon, as you finish talking with Crocus and like you hear your footstep echo throughout this chamber, you start to hear these like slithering noises all around you. You look over and see Fergus giving you the signal, and you know it's time for battle.
I'm also death glaring at them.
She says, giving you the death glare you were afraid of.
Oh, God.
It hurts. It stings.
Oh no! The consequences of my actions. Fuck.
Oh.
Pain. Oh, that answers my question. I was gonna ask if it was only the bottom 2 people that were gonna attack, but no, it's the whole gang.
Whole gang's here, guys.
All right. Victor is going to hold his action as he's going to aim his bow into the center of the corridor. Shisa, you see, the only Yuanti you see is these 2 here. The walls are blocking the other Yuanti, so you see these 2 kind of coming around the corner. They are the big ones.
Okay. I'm gonna gently remind Shisa that if I get a sneak attack, I get a double damage on an enemy. So let's play it very passive this round. I don't know if you could like inspire someone sneakily or whatever, but like just use your non-aggressive abilities right now, because then we can just unload on one of them and hopefully insta-kill one of them.
Wait, but didn't you
Whisper
roll the
a
highest
song in his
initiative?
ear.
I did.
Yeah, Fergus went.
Yeah, so I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't I can't inspire you unless it's my turn.
It is your turn, Teresa.
But that is your turn. I'm just reminding you. I just
So what you can do, Shisa, you can hold your action. Holding your action, you tell me what you want to do, and then tell me when you want to do it. So you have to give me an action, and then like a trigger for that action. So you say, I want to cast, this spell if X happens. And then if X happens, you cast your spell. It could be on someone else's turn, whenever that thing happens. But the downside to that is if you hold a spell and your specific thing that you told me doesn't happen, then that spell gets fizzled and you still lose the spell slot. So it's a gamble. Okay. If you can make it pretty broad, though, you can be like, I hold this spell for if one of my allies gets attacked. Or something. You can do that. You can make it pretty broad.
All right. Yeah, I should inspire.
Okay. So you can do that easily.
Fergus. And,
Fergus, don't forget you have a D8 that you can add to one of your ability checks or attacks.
Let me check my. Okay, 90 feet. Where's 90 feet around me? Is like the.
Each square is 5 feet.
Do I know those? Do I know if those enemies are like there, or if they're just like hiding and I don't know they're there yet?
They're not hiding. They're currently moving. They just haven't gotten into your vision yet. So these are the only two that you see. Yeah. If you guys want to ping something, don't forget you can hold and click to ping something.
Oh.
Hold the click.
Okay, so like right here, like I would like to if somebody gets into this area, I would like to cast Dissonant Whispers on them.
Okay.
Like if somebody comes up, like rushes me or Fergus.
Okay. You got it. And then Crocus, you're up.
I'm up? Wait, what am I doing?
You are standing currently at the base of the stairs. You see 4 creatures approaching. So you see these 2.
Oh,
and then you see these 2. Actually, you see all 6. You see all 6. You and Leon see all 6 creatures slithering in your direction, all with their eyes on you.
I just kind of look at Leon.
They are these
pooch here.
ghastly zombie Yuanti that are slithering in your direction as they're just making these noises.
I think I'm just gonna hold back for a second. I'm gonna move up a little bit, and other than that, though, I think I'm just gonna watch.
You can throw a stone if you want.
Oh yeah!
There's plenty of them.
Shit out of one of them. I pick up a stone, and I do magic stone.
All right.
Can I do that? Bonk. Oh.
Thank you, Thickless Cage. Thank you so much for the Prime. Prime Gaming.
I throw it at this dude's head, or at least I attempt.
All right, so as you pick up a chunk of marble off the ground, you throw the magic stone at the Yuanti on the left, and it just clambers off the wall and crashes into dust. Leon, you're up.
So, well, let's see here. So at this point, I'm going to assume that all 6 of these things are already aware of us.
Yep. Only you two,
so
though. They have all eyes on you.
There's no sense in being, I guess, sneaky at this point.
No.
So, I forget. As a barbarian, is there a way I can Okay. So, I forget the rules for rage. So
you can do it.
So rage ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or turn ends you haven't attacked a hostile creature. Okay. So
if you haven't attacked or been attacked, either one.
Okay. So if I haven't been attacked, okay, perfect. So I I'm just gonna move the piece. You can move it if this isn't correct, but I would just kind of like to move into like here-ish, somewhere in the neighborhood of about here.
Yeah, you can move to any 4 of those squares. Any one of those 4 squares.
And I would like to just kind of yell or like roar as loud as I can.
Okay.
And to just kind of pull
Okay, so you want to taunt everybody.
attention on me. Essentially, yes.
All right.
I don't know if that is like an action or if like I can can count that as a rage.
I'm going to count that as your rage.
Okay, cool. Because and I guess speaking outside of the game for a second, my thought process is like, you know, the gang up top does not want to be seen right now. We're the ones who screwed the pooch.
Yeah.
So let's make this the best we can.
Let's
All right, so as you pull out
I'm
your...
about to take a fucking beating.
What's your weapon of choice here?
Weapon of choice. I think it's hard to say because I think the hand axes.
All right.
Oh no, sorry, the flail.
Pulling out the flail. All right, so as you pull out the flail and put your arms out in a courageous look, you puff your chest up and you roar with your rage. As you do, these kind of like the temple here is damp, so there's like moisture all around you, and as you rage, these kind of tentacles appear around you, just in kind of like this flailing motion all around you. They kind of flail in all these different directions, and as they do, your eyes kind of light up with these sparks of water and bubbles, and you feel that rage appear. You almost hear the ding ding bell of a pirate ship behind you as you do it, and the group here has been taunted. You've successfully drawn the attention of all the enemies. So that's your bonus action. Would you like to throw any ranged attacks or anything from where you're at, or do any actions, any other actions? You can hold an action. You can say, I hold my action until a creature gets within my range, and I'll hit him with the flail. You could do something like that.
Oh, I'll do that. Oh, absolutely.
All right.
That sounds perfect.
So you're preparing the flail for the first creature that gets within range.
I'm ready to rock.
Damn.
Fergus.
Yes.
She say you're on deck after the bad guys and Victor.
Why am I before the bad guys? Surely it's the bad guys now.
Nope, the bad guys went. That was their move last turn. They moved after you did your thing.
Oh.
Yep,
Okay,
so they're right after
I
you.
want to get my short bow ready with 2 arrows because it would be a sneak attack.
Uh-huh.
And if one of the Yuantis lays hands on either Leon or Crocus, just let both arrows rip.
All right. Sounds good. So you got your action held there. The bad guys are going to go. First one enters into Shisa's triggered ability area. Go ahead and cast your Dissonant Whispers damage. It rolled a 12 for a save, which I believe fails. So it's going to take 8 psychic damage and immediately have to run as far as it can away from you. So it runs all the way over here into the corner. This Yuanti is going to run here. It's going to be the first one to go into your range, Leon. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Mm-hmm.
The good old
so I would do
flail.
that. Yeah, wait. Oh, I'm in the wrong tab. Okay, there we go. I was like, where's the button?
You're good.
So it's the hit die, right?
Yes. The one that's like plus whatever to hit. Yep. Oh, natural 20. All right. So
yeah.
go ahead and click on the damage. There should be an option for crit.
Is there?
Did it roll?
I-
It didn't. Okay, just roll again. Roll the d8 again.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna do. I'm just gonna subtract 1 off of this because you got your rage damage. So 11 plus 11, 22. So 21 damage. As you swing your flail across this zombie, you knock its freaking head off, and the zombie falls to the ground in front of you.
Quirky.
Now I need to roll for the zombie that you just killed. It rolls a 3. So it is dead. All right. This bad guy is going to run up here. This one's going to run here. This one's going to run here. And this one's going to run here.
Dude.
All right. This is going to be a lot of attacks on you, Fergus. Or not Fergus, Leon, sorry. Here we go, Leon. First attack is going to miss with a 6. Second attack is going to miss with an 8. So this guy on the left misses both of his attacks. This guy on the right is going to roll his 2 attacks. 16 to hit. It's your armor class.
13.
All right. So that's going to go for 10 points of slashing, half to 5. So take 5.
Yep.
Boy.
Next attack's a natural 1, so he's going to swing wide and actually chop his buddy here that's next to him, below him. So this Yuanti is going to get a sword strike on him for 7 damage. And then that Yuanti that just got hit, as he kind of pushes the other larger zombie off of him, he pulls out his sword and attacks you for a 19 to hit. And that's going to be 7 damage, halved to 3. So take 3.
Yep.
And then the last attack on you from this Yuanti, it's going to miss with a 5. One more Yuanti to go, and that's the one right next to Crocus, who is going to attack Crocus.
I did throw a rock at their head. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yep.
That's fair.
It's a 14 to hit. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 12.
All right, so it's going to hit you for a total of 7 points of slashing damage with its sword.
7.
And Fergus, go ahead and let your arrow off on whatever bad guy you want that went into Leon's range. Both your arrows.
Which one did Leon nat 20 on?
He killed it. It's dead.
Then I'll go for the fucker that missed, because he's probably vulnerable because he's got hit a 1.
Okay,
So
go ahead and roll your 2 attacks with advantage.
You can get the one that I hit with Dissonant Whispers damaged. But
This one too. This
right
one
next
got
to
hit by
it's
distance.
right next
Can I
to
shoot
Crocus,
that
though.
far? Wait, how
absolutely.
far is my range? Oh, okay. So my inspiration, can I use the inspiration on the damage or no?
No. Good question.
Okay. So I roll 2 attacks. 1.
So let's roll the
2.
first one with advantage. All right.
Oh,
so
I just rolled 2.
that's a 24 to hit. Let's do the second attack now.
Oh, okay. So they both get advantage because it's a sneak attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you're hidden from these bad guys. Nice. Okay, so yeah, both are going to hit, and you wanted both to go into this guy here?
No, the one that's been hit with Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
So this one.
All right, your first arrow might kill it. We'll see. So if it does, I'll let you hit another bad guy. Go ahead and roll your damage with your sneak attack. So bow damage and then sneak attack damage.
How do I do it with sneak attack damage?
Um,
I see. I see.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So there's the bow damage, and then there's the sneak attack damage.
Okay, so 7 piercing, 9 sneak attack. That is going to be enough after the 8 psychic damage. So now I need to roll for the zombie. He rolls a 16, so as the arrows fly into its head, into its chest, it falls to the ground dead, and then slowly gets back up right next to Fergus.
What?
Or not next to Fergus, sorry, next to Crocus, sorry.
All right, I thought motherfucker teleport. I was like,
No. Sorry.
This is a different kind of temple. Good God.
No, but it
Feel
does get up with the
different.
arrow in its head and its chest, right next to
Both
next
my
to-
arrows. That was only one arrow, right?
Okay, roll your next damage for me. Because this one isn't dead, so. Alright, so it only had 1 HP. Let's roll again for it. This time it goes down.
Later, bitch.
So the first 2 arrows do hit. The first one gets stuck in its head as it gets back up. The second one you hit again right in the head, and this time it stays down. Fergus, you want to move or do anything else?
Am I still undetected by the other 4?
Yeah. Actually, you can't move because this wasn't on your turn. That was the bad guy's turn. You already did your turn.
Yeah, that was just.
so that was your held
trigger,
action.
Yeah.
All right. Victor is going to fire his 2 arrows at the big guy here. First one's going to hit. Second one's going to hit for 7 and 12. So total of 19 damage on the big guy. All right. And that is Victor. Shisa, you're up. Crocus, you're on deck.
Okay.
I don't have any sneak damage, do I?
Nope, that's a rogue thing.
Okay. I'm probably gonna attack one of these guys.
All right.
Let's do a good old thunderclap.
All right, go ahead and roll the damage, and I'll roll the save. It's gonna fail. It saves, so it's gonna take 6 thunder damage. And which one are you doing? Sorry.
The one that's on the left of Leon.
Okay, sounds good. It takes 6 thunder damage. Does that do anything else to it?
I don't think so. Let me read. Each creature within range other than you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, what's the range of Thunderclap? What does it say for range?
5 feet.
Oh, okay, so that one's right in front of you, actually. Thunderclap has to be right in front of you.
Actually, you know what? Fuck Thunderclap.
All right.
Can I decide not to do that?
Mm-hmm.
I think Dissonant Whispers is better.
All right.
I'm gonna do that.
So I'm gonna roll another save here.
Wait.
Okay, this one fails still. Pretend Psychic. Alrighty. And then it needs to run away from you, which is going to push it 5, 10, 15, 20. It kind of runs up the steps, slithers up the steps.
Oh.
And Leon, if you'd like to opportunity attack, you may. If you'd like to roll an attack with your flail.
I will do that now, yes. Sorry, I keep losing the button.
You're good.
There we go.
21's going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Fuck
Whew.
yeah.
7, nice. So you whap it with the flail as it's running away. Crocus, you also get one if you want to roll with a staff.
Oh yeah, can I do it with Shillelagh?
Mm-hmm. I'll allow it. Normally I'd say no, but I think it's cool. All right, 13 is gonna miss though. So as you go to smack it with the staff, it does hit, but like it doesn't seem to do any damage. The thing's bulky. It's a big, muscly Yuanti.
Oh, monka ass man.
All right, so it slithers
That's
past
okay.
you, and that is that. Next up is Crocus. She said if you'd like to move, you can move up to 6 squares.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna just get a bit closer because.
Okay.
Why not?
Yep. All right, Crocus, you are up. You can move up to 6 squares.
I think I'm gonna move there. I want to target this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try Magic Stone one more time.
Okay. Magic Stone is, I think, ranged. It's a ranged attack. So if you do a ranged attack next to, like, when you're within 5 feet of somebody, you have to do it with a disadvantage. So you might be better with Shillelagh. Might be better luck.
Okay. Should I do Shillelagh? Okay, I'll do Shillelagh.
All right, that'll hit for sure. 21 will hit
Okay,
for 9
cool.
bludgeoning damage. So you bring the staff across this one and knocks its jaw off as it's now.
Oh, quirky.
All right, and then you still have a bonus action if you'd like.
I don't know what to do, honestly, at the moment.
It's okay.
I don't have a lot.
For a reminder, let me give you some things you can do.
Could I do... Thank you, I appreciate it. Could I do Absorb Elements or, like, have that prepared?
That would be, I think that's a reaction. So if they hit you, if anyone hits you with an elemental-based ability, you can then say, I want to do that as a reaction.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I think I'm good for now, then.
Okay, let me do a quick look-see here and make sure that you are... Actions, bonus actions. If you'd like, you can turn invisible. For any
I
reason,
don't
if you'd
know
like
if
to do that.
that's gonna do much.
Or you can, as a bonus action, you can summon one of your spirit totems.
Ooh,
Which
that would be cool.
would be either a bear, hawk, or unicorn spirit. If you summon the bear spirit, you and your allies that are within the spirit's aura get a temporary hit points equal to 5 plus your druid level, so they would get 9 hit points to add on like a shield on top of their HP, which you could do. Also gives your allies advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. You could do a hawk, which would give your allies perception bonuses, and you can, if your hawk is like above an enemy, you can use your reaction to give somebody who's attacking that enemy advantage on their attack roll. So like if your hawk is above an enemy and Fergus shoots them with an arrow, you can use your reaction as Crocus to make the hawk kind of like distract the person, which would give Fergus advantage on his attack. And then the last one is the unicorn spirit, which gives you advantage on detecting bad guys, and if you use a healing spell while the unicorn is within somebody's area, they get the healing from your spell and an extra 4 healing on top of it, which is your druid level.
Oh shit! I might save that unicorn for later, actually. So good to know. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm good for now, though.
Alrighty. That is Crocus. That's going to bring us to Leon. You're surrounded.
Yes.
You're surrounded.
So I'm obviously still raging because I've been attacked multiple times, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. I didn't know if that. Yeah, never mind.
Yep, that'll keep it going.
So the dude immediately to my right, this fellow, he has not been hit with anything, correct?
He has been hit by Victor. Victor shot him with an arrow.
Okay, tight. And these guys are the ones that like die and like reanimate, sorta.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am going to use my flail to attack this fellow.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll your flail attack. I think you get... oh, not yet. Next level, you'll get 2 attacks. Alright. So...
What are my rolls today?
Hold on. Let me look. Oh my god. Nice. Okay, natural 20.
I mean,
Sweet.
you're lucky. It's flipped itself around, Mr. Nat 1.
It's been highs and lows, dude. I've hit multiple 20s, hit the accidental 20 earlier. This is my second crit, and then the nat 1. So like it's nothing in between.
Ups and downs. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll the damage there. We've got 9 plus 8, and then we're going to subtract 1 because I know the math in my head, and basically when you rolled the damage twice here, it deals an extra 1 damage than it should because it's adding your bonus when it shouldn't be. Anyway, it's just a math thing. So I'm just going to subtract 1 from this number because you still get the rage damage of plus 2. So you're going to get 9 plus 7, which is 16. As you throw your flail and hit the big boy right next to you, the flail kind of gets stuck in his head as he starts... And he is going to roll a check here. And fails as he goes down from being hit by the Victor arrows and your flail here. He dies. Rip.
Killed him!
All right.
Later, bitch.
Later, bitch. All right, that is your action. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
Murder.
Not to be that bitch, Commander.
Uh-huh.
I can see a token on the stairs. I don't know if you want to move that token away.
No, you should know it's there. It's he had to run away because of Sheesa's spell, so he's kind of like
Okay. I thought
partly
it was
off this
maybe
room.
someone that was going to sneak attack. Okay.
No. You've seen him. All right, and then would you like to, if you'd like, just so you're aware, you could do. There must be no more size unless it's strength up to 10 feet. Okay, so we mark one of your rages. Okay, so if you would like, Leon, you could do your Hammering Horns ability as a bonus action. So immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack, as part of the attack action on your turn, you can use your bonus action to attempt to shove a target with your horns. The target must be no more than one size larger than you, which it's not, and must be within 5 feet of you. Unless it succeeds on a strength saving throw of 13, you push it up to 10 feet away from you. So do you want to do that to anything? You
well, if it's a shove, does it not?
It doesn't do any
just
damage.
kind of like a. I'm good.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you, though.
Yep. All right, that is going to bring us up to Fergus.
Yeah, I'm just kind of liking being like a kind of physical barrier between myself and the rest of the gang. So.
Do these guys know I exist yet, or am I still sneak buff?
They probably know you exist, but it doesn't matter because you have pack tactics, which means if you attack somebody and you have an ally within 5 feet of them, you get sneak attack anyway.
Fuck it. Then I'm gonna just boop, and then I'm gonna do that. What are their HPs roughly? Oh, you don't want to say, I imagine. How close are they? Are
the
they
one
close
on the
to death, or
left has been hurt. The one on the right hasn't.
Okay, so I'll go here, and then I'm just gonna fucking send it. I'm gonna inspire my rapier damage. I'm gonna inspire my rapier damage. So do I roll with advantage if I've inspired myself?
So you don't need to do the inspiration until you roll and you see like, okay, maybe that's not gonna hit. Then you can say, hey, Commander, I want to use my inspiration, and you use it. And you have to do that before I tell you whether or not the thing's gonna hit or miss or fail or whatever.
Okay, so I'll roll my hit.
All right.
Yeah, so, I'll inspire myself.
All right, go ahead and roll your extra d8. So in roll 20, do /roll, and then lowercase d8. All right, 15 is going to hit the zombie. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Rapier damage.
And you do get sneak attack. So 9 + 5 is... Wait, hold on. Okay, so it looks like it automatically rolls sneak attack for you. So here's what I want you to do in the future. All right? So when you roll an attack, if you have sneak attack, it's going to automatically roll it for you. Even if you don't have sneak attack, it's still going to roll sneak attack damage. So I'll remind you like, hey, you don't get sneak attack on this one. So if, for example, you didn't have sneak attack on this attack, how much damage would you deal?
Just 9.
Just 9, right? But since you do have sneak attack, how much do you deal?
20.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're going to have to keep track of that in your head. If I tell you get sneak attack, you know, then just do both together, add them together. If you don't get sneak attack, then we'll just take the left number, the weapon damage number. So in this case, you deal 20 damage. He's going to roll a save here and fail. As you pierce your rapier through its brain, it goes limp on your rapier and dies.
Later, bitch.
All right. 2 zombies left. They are going to move. The first one's going to attack Leon. It's a smaller one. It's going to roll a 19 to hit Leon for 7 half to 3. So 3 damage. And then this guy is going to slither back up here. And he is going to roll 2 attacks on Leon. First one is a 15 to hit. What's your armor class again, Leon?
13.
13. So it is going to hit you. And the second attack is going to miss. So you're going to take 8 half to 4. So 4 damage from this guy. With his first attack, and his second one goes wide. Victor is going to fire an arrow at the big boy. Miss. Fire another arrow. Hit. All right. So that is going to be 6. And then Shisa, you're up.
Oh,
Big boy's been hurt. Small boy's been hurt.
Which one's more hurt?
Big one.
All right,
I'd say they're
walk
equal,
up.
actually. I'd say they're equal.
I'm gonna walk up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a thunderclap.
All right. I think is thunderclap all around you though? I think it might hit Leon and Crocus then.
Oh shit.
But what you could do,
can I actually
what
move?
you could do is
Can I
walk
move here?
behind them. Yeah, there you go. That would do it.
Oh, 5 head.
Okay, so they need to roll their saves. Big guy rolls a 10, and small guy rolls a natural 1. So go ahead and roll damage. 4 damage. All right, little guy's gonna roll a save. So as you do the thunder blast, the little guy, his chest like bursts in from the thunder damage, and like he falls to the ground. Some of his guts kind of spilling out, but then he stands back up with 1 HP.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, the big guy doesn't go down, but he does take the 4 damage. So anything else for your bonus action?
Is anybody like really hurt?
Leon's
not
taking
really.
a
I mean,
beating, but he's not hurt. I'd say like he's
I'm chilling.
he's doing okay.
Okay,
I think we're all good.
I think I can just chill.
Okay.
Maybe yeah, no, actually I'm fine.
All right, Crocus, you are up. Leon, you're on deck.
My time has come to hit somebody with my stick again. Bonk.
All right, 14's gonna hit
tiny
for
dude,
3 bludgeoning damage. He is going to roll his save, and as you bring your staff across his head, this time it knocks his block off, and he dies.
Yeah, later, beast.
Stay down.
All right, Crocus, do you want to move or do anything else?
Move a little bit closer.
A little closer.
We
All
got
right.
this dude. Got this dude in the T zone.
Yeah.
No, no.
All right.
It's a T.
Leon, you're up. It is a T.
I mean, all there's really left to do is to attack the fellow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure, that's it. That's all.
Get his ass.
Nice. Oh my god, almost another natural 20. Go ahead and roll your
I'm
damage.
telling you, man. I am on fire right now.
6.
Okay, that was all right.
All right, so you bring your flail across this time, hitting this one right in the head with your spiky flail. And let's go ahead and roll a save for him. So you hit him in the head with your flail. It like crushes his head in. His jaw is like hanging off. And he brings his sword up and pushes your flail off of him. With 1 HP, he does not die, even though he looks like he should have.
Oh, it's already dead.
All right. Do you want to do anything else? You don't want to shove him or anything, right?
What's up?
You don't want to shove him?
I mean,
You don't have to. I'm just asking before I move on.
so wait, so the green piece, that is the green lady, that is Shisa, correct?
That is Crocus. Oh, well, hold on. There's green border and then green like
Wow.
picture.
The green
picture.
lady.
Green picture is
Green picture.
I'm
Shisa.
moving away forever. No.
This person.
Yeah. Green picture is Shisa. Green border is
Okay, could I give the zombie a shove, but like not like a shove just to get away, but like almost like a pass to Shisa to just like bonk, finish it out.
Shisa wouldn't be able to do a bonk like with the pass, but you could push into Shisa and then hope that Shisa finishes him off. You could also push him into the corner over here because that is 5 feet away, so you can push him there. You could push him in front of Fergus. You could push him in front of Crocus. Any of those directions.
Nah, I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna push him to Shisa.
All right. So you're gonna push him back into Shisa. As you kind of like gore him and like push his kind of limp body backwards into Shisa. Shisa, roll me a dexterity saving throw for me.
How do I save throw?
Top
I didn't
left.
realize this would cause problems.
All right. So the big guy
We're
gets
in
like
so
pushed
much
into you, and you
trouble.
both. You're gonna say you both fall prone onto the ground.
Oh.
So I will put a little red X on you. That means you're prone, and he falls into the corner, like tumbles over you. Shisa,
Man.
So you both fall down, and Fergus, you're up.
I walk over here.
Uh-huh.
I roll rapier damage.
You get to roll with advantage because he's prone.
Okay, I'll hit it again.
It's a good thing. Missed, unfortunately. So that's your first
Alright.
attack. You do get your second attack with your offhand dagger.
There. Oh, there we go.
That'll hit.
That's it. And then I'm just gonna roll damage. Okay, it's dead.
So
I
again.
like don't even put any oh, sorry.
You're good. So this time the dagger does kill it. So how do you want to do it?
So I don't even put any force into it. I literally just like drop the dagger into its eye.
Yep.
And then I kneel down, grab Shisa's hand and pull her up.
All right.
And kind of I help her like dust herself off and ask if she's okay.
All right.
Fine. What the fuck was that, Leon? Jesus Christ.
The road to hell
Also,
is paved
you
in good
two-
intentions.
What the fuck was that coming down the stairs having an argument? We made
Anything
no
could have
noise.
happened.
We made no noise. We had everything under control, and you two come down the stairs as if you're going to the fucking club.
Okay, well, okay, buddy. Listen, it's not my fault. We're not all 45 pounds soaking wet going down the steps. We've got hooves too. Just let it rock. Good intentions, bad results.
Good intentions, but bad intuition.
But listen,
If you're coming down a dark set of stairs,
it
don't-
all worked out. It all worked out. We're okay.
that's not the right attitude to have. It's not always going to work out if you act like a big dum-dum.
But
We're getting yelled
We
at.
have
We
a
are.
flawless track record of things working out. Nothing has gone wrong yet.
I passed out in the previous fight because it didn't go correct.
But you're good now.
That's
It all
not
worked out.
I turned to Shisa and I'm like, please help.
So listen, there was a saying I once heard a while ago on the ship, on one of my voyages back in the day. Because contrary to what you may be suggesting, I actually do know a thing or three about making decisions and how to handle myself. Thank you very much. But someone once told me that even if you don't always take the direct path to your destination, there's no such thing as a wrong turn because all of the roads ultimately are connected. So, like, sure, it might not have been the best solution, but we're going to get there eventually, and it's going to work out.
What if we die?
And
Well,
you
that's
chose
not-
to get there by stumbling down the stairs.
Yes.
Well, I do trust your decision making. I believe we're all capable people here, but I think when we're all in our own domains, we should listen to the person who originally made the plans and not make up some new plans in the middle of everything next time.
See, this is true. And I will admit you're definitely right. However, there was a big hole in the plan. And that is that we had no idea what was down there. And thus, if you were to die silently or quietly or loudly just far away, we would have never known.
Worried about you guys.
Yeah, we got
miss
worried.
You besties.
And
yeah,
we would have felt... Sure, it was very stupid to come down the steps, but we would have felt...
Yeah.
It
would've
wasn't
been far
stupid to come down the
stupider.
steps. It was stupid to come down the steps having a full-blown conversation.
I mean, it just kind of happened. We weren't really thinking. We just kind of like it just kind of happened, and boom.
And listen, I told you guys, I don't
here.
mind. I don't
and-
mind. Okay, everything turned out. We're all great. Everything's good. But maybe for future missions, we can just hold on to our jimmies for a second or two.
Maybe.
I kind of nod in agreement.
I'm not mad at you guys, just a little disappointed.
I nod furiously in agreement.
Crocus just has like tears in her eyes. Oh my god!
That's rough.
Yeah, I am nodders. That is me right now. Just
Pet the hand right now.
So
Oh.
as you all kind of wind down the conversation, Victor is facing away, staring at the door, his eyes kind of looking up because he's much taller than him. And he says, kind of gulps, and he turns around and he says, "So, I don't see a trident here, so onward."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use the water bending spell to draw all the moisture and make a sea trident to put it in the door.
Okay. Well, the keyhole that you found does fit the key that was given to Shisa by the elder.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I thought it was like we had to put a trident in the door and the key. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to do that then.
That was a good idea though. I like that.
That was
So,
5 head. What the heck?
Shisa, the key as you approach the door kind of begins to glow in your hand.
To give
Wait.
it to Fergus because he wants to open it.
I'm like, damn right, I want to open this door. I grab the key.
Ow!
You know what, Fergus? You've been a good boy. I'll let you open the door.
I've been a kid. Thanks, mummy.
All right, everyone, go ahead and arrange yourselves how you would like to be arranged. I just kind of moved you up here. Go ahead and move yourself where you want to be in this room.
I'm gonna go.
Victor shouldn't be at the front, in my opinion.
Yeah, he steps back.
I think it should be me and Shisha at the front because we're the smart ones of the group.
I think I'll be behind. I should be behind you, and Leon should be at the front because he's strong.
Oh, I guess he's useful for something, huh?
The two brothers go up to the Trident door.
So smart in our
And I
own
like-
special way.
I like pat his knee. I'm like, you're useful for something. Don't worry, lad.
I pat the top of your
I
head.
should
but a
stand
little
behind
bit
him,
forcefully.
actually.
You know, enough to probably knock little old you over.
Like, don't.
Doing.
All right.
What did you say, Shisha?
I said I should probably stand behind Leon since he's taller and he can probably like shield me better.
Mm-hmm.
You're my meat shield.
All right.
Let's go.
I just kind of
I
look
did
at
a pretty
Victor.
good job.
And I'm like, I kind of look back and I'm like, everyone, shh. Signal for everyone to shut up. Put the key in and just.
All right.
Quiet coyote.
So as you put the Trident key into the door, it almost sucks the key in, like, and the key becomes kind of stuck. And then as you go to turn it, you hear the unlatching of a mechanism inside the door, and you hear a loud as the two doors that this key opened kind of start to slowly open. And as they do, the room in front of you is actually well lit with sconces and torches. And in front of you, you see a creature very, very unsettling. It has deep onyx-colored black skin and the tail of a snake, like a Yuanti. Its head is pointed and its brain is exposed. So its head kind of comes up to a point, but its brain is almost like kind of exposed from the forehead backwards. Its eyes are sunken in, and its mouth is agape, its snake tongue kind of laying out. It's holding this black staff with a purple gem at the top, similar to the Elder, but almost reversed from what the Elders look like. And wearing these silvery and black robes, surrounded by creatures that you've already fought before. Let me reveal to you on the map.
Whoa.
Oh, that's the old. All right, here we go.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
So as the door opens, a voice in this hollowed hall, these beautiful images all across the floor and the back of the wall, this voice, very creepy, says to you,
"After so many years, the door has been opened. Kill them."
and that's where we're going to end it for today.
Oh. Yo! Oh
So,
my god.
with that, we'll leave it on a cliffhanger. We'll pick it up next week.